Hello, everybody, all you beautiful souls out there. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel and subscribing and watching my videos and commenting on my videos and liking my videos. I appreciate all of you. I am coming on really quick. Hopefully this won't be a super long video. I know some of the videos I put are really long. So first of all, before I go into the important message I have for you all, I have two messages. One of them involves actually a profound spiritual experience I had this morning that literally blew my socks off. And before I do that, I have a couple of important announcements. So for those of you who don't know or who missed my announcements, I have a video up on Learn It Live that is basically I spent 25 hours at least sitting down and talking with Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, and Miriam, mother of Yeshua, the three of them, and asking them the questions, all the questions about their lives, their legacy, their genetics, where they came from, what nationality, where, you know, who their people were, who their ancestors were, all of it. And then Yeshua's life from birth until death and beyond. And when he came back, what happened, and also prior to when he came here, his two previous incarnations, because he had two previous incarnations on this earth. And just to give you kind of a spoiler hint of what you're going to learn, this is just a teeny amount of what you're going to learn in that video. He had two previous incarnations. One of them was 6,000 years ago in ancient Greece. And in that life, he was a descendant of Zeus, and he was a philosophical kind of spiritual leader or teacher. You wouldn't know him in the history books. I mean, maybe if you dug into really deep histories of ancient Greece from 6,000 years ago, if there such a thing exists, you may find something, but it's not like he was somebody famous that's name is known all over the world like Zeus. So you're not going to know who he was. And then 4,000 years ago, he was one of the original Zoroastrians when that religion was started in Mesopotamia, which is now actually the area he was in is now Iraq. And he was there 4,000 years ago, and he was a magi. He was a Zoroastrian magi. And then, of course, he was an Essene teacher in his life as Yeshua, and also his oversoul. His name is not Yeshua when he's on the other side. His name is Sananda, because we all have a soul. I have a soul name too. That's not Kimberly. My name on planet Earth is not the same as my name when I'm in my light body and I'm not in a physical form. That name was given to me. The Kimberly name was given by my parents, but that's not the name of my soul. So Yeshua, his parents named him Yeshua ben Yosef, but before he came and embodied the three times he was here, he was Sananda, and he still is Sananda. That is his soul name. So that's why he introduces himself to a lot of people as Sananda when people meet him in meditations, because that's his soul name. So anyways, if you haven't seen the video, I spent 2.5 hours of my time, actually more than that. I actually had to re-record it several times. So probably spent 30 or 40 hours of my time total putting this video together. It is on Learn It Live platform. And the reason why it's on Learn It Live platform is because, first of all, the information that's on there took me 30 plus hours of my life to put together, and my time is valuable. And second of all, you will not find that information in some of the information you'll find if you go digging online into different websites, you'll find it, but majority of it, no, you won't. Nobody on earth knows this info, because I sat down with them and I asked them directly and I got the answers. And I've had confirmations from several people that my information is correct already. And when I say people, I'm talking different psychics I work with. So So I know my information is correct. And also I put in their info from my own remembering from that lifetime, because I did walk with him in that lifetime. So, no, I wasn't her. Some people think I was her. I wasn't her. She's not here on earth. She's not embodied on earth right now. She's his twin flame, and the two of them are equal. And if either of them were here right now, they'd be hunted down and executed. Actually, they wouldn't even be born, because the bad guys have that future gazing technology, and they would know who the mom is, and they'd hunt the moms down and kill them before they could be born. So, and if they slipped up and they were born, they'd find them and they'd kill them, because they have all that alien technology, the bad alien technology that they can use for that nowadays. So, and that was given to them at World War II time. So since World War II, they've been going forward and back in time and doing all kinds of naughty things, screwing up all our timelines, creating millions of bad timelines where the planet blows up, or we all become zombies, or, you know, just different things like that. But don't worry, don't have any fear about that, because that's all been taken care of. You don't have to worry. We're getting it down to the singularity, the one good timeline that Christ was on, where we all ascend and we create the golden age and everything is beautiful. So anyway, so I recorded this video. It's 2.5 hours long. It's a whole teaching on his life, her life, where they came from, their ancestry, their DNA, what happened after he passed and ascended, and on and on and on. And that is on Learn It Live, and I will have the link in the description down below. So you just have to click on that little down arrow to get the full description and get all the links. The next announcement I want to share with you all was is that I am taking a huge break. Social media is really draining me like a vampire, and I'm a super empath. I'm a Heyoka empath, and super sensitive to all the energies and frequencies and EMFs and just all of it. And I need to have break from my devices, and I need to have some kind of spiritual healing time for myself and some downtime. I've been through a lot of bad crap the last 3-4 years of my life. It's been actually quite horrific. And instead of like dealing with it and processing all of it, I've been too busy helping everybody. I've been helping people and helping people and helping people. And I really need time to process just everything I've been going through and kind of go on a spiritual quest for myself. And I also am going to be working on my next class, which is going to be a retirement seminar for you guys. I'm doing it actually with a friend of mine who used to be a financial planner. He's going to go over the kind of the financial planning part of it, as far as what you guys should do to prepare on that end. But I'm going to be going over the physical, emotional, mental, psychological, and materialistic parts of retirement. I'm going to be talking about all the other good stuff that has to do with retirement. So I'm going to be working on that. So I'm taking a 3-week break off the social media. So you will not see videos on this channel for probably 3.5 weeks. By the time I get back to doing my work again, and I actually come up with videos and figure it out, it might be 3.5 weeks. It could even be a month before you see another video. So if you don't see another video by like week 4, don't think that something bad happened or they took my channel down or anything like that. It's really because I'm taking a break to work on myself and to work on basically this class. The main thing is I'm not going to be on Facebook. So everybody who comments on posts or comments on the group, I have a couple ladies who I've made moderator admins for my group. So if you post to Spiritual Growth Journeys on Facebook, your posts will be put up, as long as they are not political, about health, or about finances. Those 3 things are a no-no. The number 1 reason is because it's a spiritual group. It's not about that stuff. And number 2, because those are 3 topics that get me in trouble, get me warnings. When I used to allow people to post that stuff, I had warnings from Facebook they were going to shut my group down. So if you put any political stuff, any Illuminati kind of whatever kind of stuff, conspiracy kind of things, unless it's like Tartaria, it can't be like political. It can't involve like the World Economic Forum and that kind of thing. It can't involve any politicians. It can't be involving any financial systems or this or that. And it can't involve health products or health, talking about the C thing that we're going through. It can't be about those. But you can post any other kind of things, motivational things, spiritual things, questions. The two ladies that are moderating will probably can answer your questions because they're amazing psychic intuitive light workers, so they can definitely answer your questions while I'm gone. But I will not be engaging with people on Facebook. So for all of you who every single day have to send me videos and posts from that people post on Twitter and on TikTok, and videos from all over the place, I will not see any of those because I'm not going to be looking at Messenger. The people who have my phone number, who are my very close friends and family who need to get a hold of me in case of emergency, they will be able to call me on my phone number. Everybody else, I will not be looking at it because what I have realized and come to realize, and I've talked to actually several people about this who feel the same, is social media, it just drains you. In fact, I have one of my friends who I really love who just completely shut down her Facebook account on her own because she realized that it's just draining her and that she's wasted thousands of hours. And that's kind of how I feel. I feel like I've wasted so much time scrolling through everybody's stuff and watching all these stupid videos that really haven't helped my life at all or made my life better. So I need a break. So I'm taking that break. And so if you post or to me, or you say anything to me, or you message me, I will not see it. Once I put this video up, you guys can put comments and I will go in and approve the comments for this one video. But then after that, I'm going to be on a break from Sunday, which is, see, today's Friday, the 16th. So from Sunday, the 18th until maybe like let's see, maybe like the 10th or something of October, I'm going to be on a break. So you'll see stuff, I'll be able to deal with all that when I come back. But I just wanted you guys all to know, because I didn't want you to think I disappeared, like my friend Miriam, who her actual Facebook was completely, she had quantum remote viewing on YouTube. That was her channel. She's a remote viewer, and they actually shut her down, and she chose to not and then she re-upped it with one called quantum art or something. She was doing art basically for a while, and then that got shut down or something. And then she said, I'm done. I need a break. And she's not on Facebook at all. And she doesn't want to have I'm sorry, not Facebook. Well, she's not really on Facebook either, but she's not on YouTube. She really doesn't want to have anything to do with social media right now. She's trying to work on herself and her family. So anyway, so I will be taking this break. And I just wanted you guys all to know, because I didn't want people freaking out. I literally get messages from clients and followers and subscribers saying, oh my gosh, I look forward to your posts every day. And if it wasn't for you, I don't know how I'd make it through this time, and da 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 da. And I'm really, really honored and grateful that I'm helping people in that way. But I am also a human, and I need a mental, emotional break from all this social media garbage. So I'm going to do that for myself, because I have major work to do in the future. I have important things to do to help millions of people. And if I am sick or dead or whatever, or brain is gone and I become whatever, because I'm getting just drained by the social media, it's just not good for me. That is not good. So all healers, all light workers, all teachers, all need to take breaks. And I'm sharing this all with you too, because it's a teaching moment for all of you who are on social media, who are sharing stuff and teaching stuff, and all of you who are doing counseling with people, or psychic readings, or you're doing energy healing sessions, or any kind of thing like that, you all need to take a break. This is so important for you. If we don't do it, we get literally sucked dry, and then you get sick, and then you're not going to be around to help people anymore. So it's really, 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 really important for everybody to do what I'm doing. And so there's that. Okay, so now let's get into the cool stuff. So I have 2 messages for you guys. So this is one that came to me a week ago. And it is, you are the mother, father, basically the mother or parent of your entire body vessel and all of your organs, your cells, your atoms, and everything that makes it up. You're basically the God of that. You are the God of that. You're not the prime creator, but you are the God of this universe. You basically, your body is like a universe, and you are like the God of that universe. You know, there's billions of cells in your body that all carry consciousness. And I don't know if you guys understand this, but every atom and cell in your body carries consciousness. And so it's almost like the city of like Tokyo or something is going on here in this vessel, and you're the mayor of that. I mean, you are the head of all that. And so because every cell of your body has consciousness, and every atom and actually every organ has consciousness, one of the greatest ways you can heal yourselves when something breaks or hurts is talking to it. Like, I've got this tape here on my left hand. I'm having a lot of pain in my wrist. I think I have a tendonitis flare up going on. I got injured by big pharma several years ago, actually a couple decades ago, when my kids were really little. They put me on a drug that actually has a class action lawsuit against it. It's called Levaquin. It damages your tendons. It causes tendonitis. And ever since I took that stuff, I've had tendonitis flare-ups that come and go. And so I'm having one really bad right now, and I'm trying to do different things to fix it. So one of the things that you can do when these things happen is talking to that part of your body that hurts, or that you hurt, or that has an illness in it. Like if you have a liver problem, whatever it is, if you have diabetes, talking to your pancreas, if you have blood pressure issues, talking to your cardiovascular system, you can talk to it, and you can say, I love you, I love you, I love you, heart, or I love you, I love you, I love you, wrist, or bones, or whatever. And you can command it in the name of your I am presence. You can say, I command you in the name of my I am presence for every atom in my, let's say, liver, to come into full alignment with my I am perfect divine self of perfect health. Okay. You can say, I command this organ or this thing, let's say it's your vision is a problem. I command my eyes to come into perfect alignment with my I am divine blueprint of perfect health. I'm going to repeat this one more time. I command you in the name of my I am presence. I command my hands, whatever, fingers, toes, to come, every atom of my fingers, every atom, every cell of my toes, whatever it is, my liver, to come into full alignment with my divine I am perfect blueprint of perfect health. Okay. I might have said it different each of those times because I don't have it written down, and I just remember to say it. And I, it's a long mouthful. So I might have said it differently each time, and that's okay. You can pause this and rewind it and write down what I said and figure out which version you like better or whatever. It's okay. I'm not going to get uptight about it. But basically, you are like the commander of an army, and the army is every atom in your body. And you can command those atoms to come into perfect alignment with your divine blueprint of perfect health. And you are the mother, father of this whole vessel. You are the God of this vessel. Okay. So that was the message from a week ago. And I hope you guys will try to do that. If you're not feeling well, if you have any illnesses, start talking to your body, tell it you love it. That's number one, is I love you. And then command everything to come into perfect alignment with your divine blueprint of perfect health. Okay. You can command that. You have the power to do that. Stop giving your power away to everyone else and everything else. You have the power to fix this for yourself. So start doing that. It's really important. And now the second thing I wanted to share with y'all is, sound like I'm from the South. Y'all, hi y'all, how y'all doing? I have some iced tea, some sweet tea here. No, sorry. I love Southern accents. They're adorable, absolutely adorable, amazing people. So, okay. I had the most profound spiritual experience of my life. For those of you who don't know me or don't understand some of the stuff I do, when I'm sleeping at night or when I'm meditating, I can actually transverse the multiverse. I have the ability to go into other timelines, other dimensions, go back in time, forward in time, go into parallel universes, leave the planet astral out of here, which is why I've seen the planet is round. I've seen it many times. I have that ability to do that. And I go into the ethers, I go into the other areas. I've even gone back and forth to what we call heaven, in the higher dimensions, either in meditation or when I'm sleeping. I can ping pong back into there and have a conversation with somebody over there and come back here. Like I'll go visit my family that's on the other side and then come back again. I do that by fractaling. I don't do astral travel. I think astral travel is really dangerous because if you astral your whole soul out of your body, you have this empty body vessel and demons will jump right on in and take you over. It's super, super, super dangerous. You could get trapped out in the multiverse or out in another dimension and not able to come back in again. So I do not astral. What I do is fractal. What does fractal mean? It means I send a part of my consciousness out. Part of my consciousness goes out, not my whole consciousness. So I was in wherever I was, this morning when I was, meditating. I was meditating this morning. And what happened to me was the most profound thing. If I start crying, you'll have to excuse me because I was crying about this earlier because it just was so profound. So one of my guides is a guy named Saint Germain. And I've gotten information from him and I've kind of seen like a brief vision of what he looks like, but I haven't actually seen him face to face and engage with him like I engage with a friend or my family in person before. It's never happened. So I'll get info from him. I'll get a download and I'll ask who gave me that download just now. And I'll get, okay, it was Saint Germain, but I've never really seen him or met him in person. And so this morning when I was meditating, I went into this other dimension and I was on this kind of like a side of a cliff. Well, there's a lot of things going on. First of all, there was this guy, there's something weird going on with the water, with the lake, with the weird lake. And then there's this guy, and the guy was like a musician or something. And he was really nice, but it's like he was covered with I want to say a disease. He had something going on with him. And then at some point he transformed into this really beautiful being. All of that stuff went away and he transformed into this beautiful being. I almost think that I actually healed him somehow. I did something to help him and he transformed into this beautiful being. And then we parted ways. But I was on the side of this cliff and I was having a problem getting up. And this really beautiful man comes up and he gives me his hand and he's with this really beautiful long blonde haired woman. And this man who I saw, his hair was long, kind of long. It was to his shoulders. It was straight. And it was a blondish, I want to say it was a golden blonde color with maybe a little bit of red, but really a very golden blonde color. And he almost had kind of lion, he kind of reminded me of a lion, kind of thing. Cause I can't explain it, but he had a mustache, and a little beard, just kind of a small beard, this mustache. And he had these piercing blue eyes that were the most incredible blue I've ever seen in my life. I thought my husband had incredible eyes. This guy's got blue eyes, like, holy cow. So, and he was just gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. So he helps me, he puts his arm up and he helps me up the cliff. And he's with this really beautiful woman who's very attractive, and she's got long blonde hair. She looks kind of angelic. That was his twin flame, his soul partner. And so I found out that that was Saint Germain, and his message to me, I'm talking to him and I'm thanking him, and we're having like this weird telepathic communication going on. And he says to me, let me think about this for a minute, because I want to make sure I say the wording correct, because I didn't write it down. He said, if you want to know God, if you want to know God, if you want to understand God, if you want to know God, first you have to know the God within you. That's what he said to me. And I've never ever met anyone out in the ethers when I'm traveling who's ever said anything that profound to me. And I went down a rabbit hole with this whole thing, and I want to kind of explain to you a little further. So he wanted me to tell all of you this. In order for you to know and understand the prime creator, the one that made all of us, that made our souls in heaven, the one that that everything that was and is to come all sprung forth from, that big, like I explained in my book, Ascension 101, that big block of ice that you chip off a universe and a this and a that, and it's all part of this God. In order to get to know it, first, you have to get to know your own God self, your own goddess or God-like self, that thing within you, that Holy Spirit that goes on forever, that is really freaking powerful, really powerful. That Yeshua said over and over again, men are like gods and you will do greater things than I. Okay. That is what he was talking about. It's that Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit that resides within you. Everybody talks about, oh, the Holy Spirit of God. They teach a lot of wrong stuff in the churches. Okay. There's not a Holy Spirit of God. The Holy Spirit is actually in you. It lives in you. Every one of us is a Holy Spirit. We all have our soul is a Holy Spirit. There isn't a thing as the Holy Spirit. There's creator, there's angels, there's ascended masters like Yeshua. And the Holy Spirit that's within you is your Holy Spirit that is within you. It's your soul. And in order for you to really understand your mother, father, creator who made you, you first have to get to know your own Holy Spirit. So you need to sit your ass down. You need to meditate every day. You need to connect with your higher self. You need to go out in nature. You need to connect with, the angelics and with creator and all that. You need to do that, but you really need to get to know yourself. You need to go into yourself, sitting and meditating every day, or doing yoga or doing qigong or something that's a mind body kind of thing, to get you to sync up your body, your mind, and your spirit together, and really, really get to know your own God self that's within you, that Holy Spirit. Because you will never, what he telepathically basically showed me and said to me, you will never really truly know God at all until you have gotten to know your own God self, your own Holy Spirit. That comes first, because you cannot possibly fathom God. I tried to make an attempt based on Yeshua dumbed down all the information. I wrote a whole chapter in my book all about what and who God is. And that came from him. And he said he dumbed it down as best as he could, because if you all, and if I myself even really knew what God was, your human brain would freaking explode. Our human brains cannot fathom what and who God really is. The chapter in the book that I wrote was his attempt to make it easy. I'm pointing the wrong direction. His attempt to make it more easy for you to comprehend who and what God is. But in order for you to be able to go up the next level and comprehend God the way Yeshua comprehends God, the way he knows, and the other bigs in Mary Magdalene, all of these beings that are on the other side, in order for you to comprehend that information, you need to first get to know your own God self first, and upside down, sideways, everything about your own God self and your God self's connection to the greater God self, the greater God, which is prime creator. You need to understand who you are and your connection to that first, before you can get to know I am that I am, the big one, because you are I am that I am, the small one. You're a little version of I am. You're a unique expression of how the greater I am expresses itself. But in order for you to fully be able to wrap your little noodle, your little pea brain of a human brain that we use, less than a quarter of, around that concept of prime creator and what it all embodies, first, before you will do that, you have to know the God within. You have to understand the God within. You have to build a relationship with the God within yourself. And until you have that relationship built and you understand that, and you know yourself, you know thyself. I mean, these are all concepts that Christ was teaching, but I think I needed like a wake up myself. I needed or not a wake up, a kick in the ass. I needed a little kick in the ass, because I constantly argue with God and have doubts. I do the Thomas the Doubter thing from time to time, where I'm doubting, are we really going to ascend? Because look at this, Earth's going to shit, and, going to hell. The United States is going to hell. Everything's going to hell. Nothing's changing. We don't see any of those quantum systems or anything happening. It's just all bad, 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 bad. And so I get all doubty. And the fact of the matter is, he showed up in my life at the perfect timing. And when I say he, I'm talking Saint Germain, who is freaking gorgeous, showed up at the right time to tell me, Kimberly, in order for you to know and understand God, you have to know your own God self first. Okay. Now I'm already pretty good with it compared to most people, because I've been doing work on myself already for 30 plus years, I don't actually 40 years. I started doing this work when I was a teenager. And so because of that, I'm a little further along than a lot of people out there. It doesn't make me perfect. It doesn't make me know more, be a know-it-all or better than anyone. It's just where I am on my own unique journey. So, but I still have some work to do, which is part of why I'm taking off 3 weeks from social media, because I still have some spiritual work to do on my own self. I'm not perfect. I am a human. I might be a teacher, but I'm always going to be a student forever. For as long as my soul exists, I will be a student. I will be learning. And you all will be too, whether you're teachers or you're just only students right now. Your soul will be learning as long as you exist. So I needed a kick in the butt, and that was a profound message. I woke up crying because it was so profound to me, because of what I'm going through in my own life right now. It really hit home really hard. And I was told to share that with all of you, because I was told it applies to all of you right now. You need to get to know, you need to spend, instead of looking at social media and watching political videos and worrying about the quantum financial this and that and all of these stupid distractions. These are all distractions, because the truth of the matter is this planet is ascending. And in order for you to ascend too, you need to go within and you need to do the work. If you keep distracting on all these other subjects that have nothing to do with your spirit, your spiritual relationship with yourself and God, if you keep straying away from that and looking at all these other things, you're not going to be able to ascend. In order to ascend, you need to keep working on yourself. I have to work on myself. We all have to work on ourselves right now. It's the only way we're going to ascend. And that's it. So that's the message. One thing I forgot to say is I'm charging a small fee, $25 for the Yeshua video. I tried to make it affordable. I got actually yelled at by a lot of people that I'm not charging enough. It should be way more, because this information you're not going to find anywhere, number one. And number two, I can't make it a free video, not only because I respect myself and I put in like 30, 40, whatever hours of time into it. But also because if I make it free, then it's going to be available to all the bad guys. What do we mean by the bad guys? Well, you know, the Team Darkness, the Dark Hats, whatever you want to call them, the demonics, the reptiles, whatever you want to call them, that are keeping an eye on all of us truthers and spiritual leaders out there. They watch us. And so that information about him and her, they don't want you to ever have it. They do not want you to ever have it. So in order for me to keep it sacred and keep it away from them, I am not making it free on YouTube or anywhere. I'm charging a very nominal small fee. Most people, my kiddos go to McDonald's or wherever and spend, I don't go to McDonald's because it's disgusting, but you know, they're 22 and 24, so I can't stop them, but they'll go to McDonald's or somewhere and they'll spend $30 on 2 fast food meals. Okay. So for the price of a fast food meal, you can get the whole story of him, not the bull crap story you've been fed on the internet and in books and by the bad, evil creatures who have been running this planet in their phony Bible. Because as I say in the video, I talk about what happened to the first Bible. The first Bible's gone, the original. They destroyed it. So the only way you will get the truth is when we go to 5D or when you develop your psychic abilities to go in and see it in the Akashic records, because all of that's in the Akashic records. You won't need somebody to hand you a Bible. You will be able to just go access all that information in the Akashic records. So until then, the Bibles we have today, there's some information in them that's good. The Proverbs are good. The Psalms are good. The 10 Commandments are good. The teachings of Yeshua that are in there, which are very minimal and they get misconstrued over and over again, they're good. The rest of it is all garbage that was created as dark magic spells, number spells, self-fulfilling prophecies to wipe out the planet. You know, all of that, what we call predictive template, because we can create and they can't, they're not able to create. And so they use us to read all this apocalyptic stuff. So we will end ourselves as a collective, that we will literally cause the end of this world. And that's what a lot of that is about. Plus the God in their Bible is not the God I worship. It's Lucifer, because my God doesn't make you sacrifice any living thing, and it doesn't destroy cities, and it doesn't destroy armies, and it doesn't destroy, period. It's unconditional love. Unconditional love doesn't go and kill and murder and destroy. So their God in the Bible, not my God. So anyways, all right. I hope this was helpful for you all. And I'm trying to think what else. I love you all, and I hope you will subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure you give a like on my video, like it, so that thumbs up, so more people, it'll be visible to more people. It's really, really, really important for you all right now to go within and get to know your own God self. Please do that. Please get to know the God within yourself right now. And if you took anything away from this at all, it's literally sit every day, reflect, pray, meditate, and get to know yourself so that you can understand and know our Creator who made us better. And sending you all love. I'll see you in 3.5 weeks, maybe 4 at the most, probably 3.5 weeks is what I'm guessing. You'll see another video and you'll see me back on social media again. Be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye.